That is definitely a jam.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to My Sister's Jam. I'm your host, Camille, and I am here with my big sister, your lovely other host, Missy. Hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
What's
Hi.
up? What's up? What's up? What's up? How are
I
you?
love you, girl. I love you. Did
Oh,
you know that? Did you know I
she
love
be
you?
trying to act all sweet. She be trying to act sweet, child. I think I did. No, you told me once or twice you love me. I love you too, girl.
Because I love you. That's why. Hey, I'm doing
Yes.
good though, girl.
Oh,
I'm
good, good, good.
excellent too.
I am swell. I see my sister with a giant teacup thing, so I can assume what she's drinking.
I got my Snoopy mug, girl, that you got
Oh,
me.
cute.
That's the
See,
one
I
you
was like,
got
that
me.
looks familiar.
hmm
I guess it do.
hmm
I've got a lovely cosmopolitan martini I've made myself with a little in the reserves.
What?
All right. All
Why don't
right.
you be
Just
making
in
me
case.
these drinks? I want some Cosmos.
Oh, well, come on over. Come. Anyway, yes.
Okay. Okay.
I've got my Cosmo, so we ready to go, y'all. Happy 4th of July. This episode is coming out on July 4th. If that's your thing, woohoo.
Happy 4th to those that
So,
celebrate.
to those that's into that.
Okay. And
Yes, yes, yes. So anyway, what we're talking about today, y'all, we are getting into our favorite late 90s hip hop jams. And
baby,
we are ready to get
we
lit.
so here. I'm so here.
We are
So
ready
here for this
to
episode. Like I don't even know.
I'm excited about it. I'm real excited about it because the late 90s were known as what did it say, sister? The golden era of hip hop
Yep.
or something along those lines.
Yep. I think that's what we saw.
So
Yep.
it's it's about to be lit. I don't even know if we have any other little stuff to say before we get into it. Do we have housekeeping? Housekeeping?
I don't think we have any housekeeping. I believe all I gotta say is on TikTok, y'all, if we have any listeners that are on TikTok that follow us on TikTok, y'all were here for the Jimmy Jam episode and for the Janet Jackson. When I tell y'all, y'all be showing up and showing out, and we appreciate you so much. Um,
Absolutely.
aside from that, just keep watching on Spotify now. There are video episodes on Spotify as well as YouTube. And don't forget to follow us on Spotify, subscribe on YouTube, and follow us on all the other platforms that
All
we're
the
on.
stuff.
All
All
the
the
stuff.
things. At my
Do all the
sister's jam everywhere you can look.
everywhere you look, we're gonna be there.
We're there. Sounds good. Well, I'm ready to get in our late 90s hip hop jams. Are you ready, sister?
Girl, so ready. Let's go.
Let's dive right in. Your first jam. Go for it.
Okay, so my very first favorite late 90s hip hop jam is Lucini, aka This Is It by Camp Lo. Girl, okay, let me go on and talk about the jam. So Lucini, aka This Is It, is the 1996 debut single from American hip hop duo Camp Lo, and
Mhm.
it's from their debut album Uptown Saturday Night. So the song was produced by Ski Beats. Like producers be having really interesting
The
names,
names
like
be
Ski
naming.
Beats, somebody beats,
Right.
Okay. But this is Ski Beats, and it contains samples of funk band Dynasty, their 1980 song Adventures in the Land of Music, and it also contains samples of the drums from All Night Long by the Mary Jane Girls, which I'm very familiar with that song. I had to go back and
Mhm.
listen. You
Hmm.
got to listen real hard to
Ah,
hear it, but okay, you know,
okay.
it was in there. So the two members of Camp Lo were Geechee Suede and Sonny Chiba. By the way,
Mhm.
girl, the way I used to feel.
What?
The way I used to crush so hard over Sonny Chiba
I'm
with his
hollering.
with his chocolate skin
I don't
and
know who this
his
is, and I'm going
pretty
to Google
lips.
it immediately.
Okay, yeah, go on and look him up. He the chocolate one with the pretty skin and the gorgeous white teeth. He always got a toothpick in his mouth,
I
which make
see.
his
I
lips look
see.
even more beautiful. I'd be like,
I
girl,
see
and,
these
and
teeth.
my in my somewhat small age that year, I was like, ooh.
He was like, okay, Teeve.
Like sipping amaretto on that part where you're like, we be sipping amaretto. And I was looking at the video like, I'm sipping
Yes, me
amaretto
too.
too. Me too, Sonny. Me too. Even though I'm definitely not sipping anything.
Absolutely not, but I am in my spirit.
In my spirit, I'm with you. Anyway, girl, he was so fine. Anyway, so Lucchini was by far their biggest hit to date, charting high on both the Billboard Hot 100 and the rap singles chart. So once this jam was released, it was everywhere. Like the beat and that Dynasty sample, which I have to admit, I was not familiar with the Dynasty band and the song. So I went and listened to it. I was like, oh, there it is. That's the sample right there. Like that's the sample that makes you love this Lucchini song. Because it's really infectious. And what I find interesting about Camp Lo's style, though, with this song is like their lyrics are somewhat wordy. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah,
like
that's a good point.
They have, like it's kind of wordy. Like they're saying a lot, and none of it rhymes. Which I feel like you rarely see that in rap songs.
Right.
You know, but it still sounded good. Like the lyrics were
absolutely.
still hitting, and the beat and the energy keeps you vibing. So like that's not a criticism. It's like super interesting. I'm like, it's like 8 or 9 verses to the song of them rapping, like alternate rapping. I'm like, that was just very rare that you saw that. But the hook, this is it. What? Lucchini falling from the sky. Let's get rich. What? Or something.
Whatever the words are.
Whatever the words are, but I be doing this. I be doing this when they
Yes.
But this song feels like summertime to me.
It does.
Like, doesn't it? Like
it
it's
definitely does. I
It's
love it. I love a summertime track. You know, we've come across quite a few little summertime tracks in the past couple episodes. And I love that for us, especially as it is summertime. And it's so fitting. But yes, I
the way
love
summer is
summertime vibe.
summering here in Texas.
I mean,
the way
this Texas summer is I don't know what this is. It need a different name. This ain't just summer. Summer was in Indiana. This is something else. I don't know.
Summer wasn't in Indiana though. Like that wasn't summer.
It was though. We had summer. We had a little summer.
Well,
it was 90 in July. Now it's 1,090. I don't know.
Right. That's true.
It's not the same.
True.
I don't know.
Yeah. That is my first jam, sister. Woo! This is it.
I love it. Yes, strong start as always from my sister. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I would like to bring to the table another heavy hitter.
We're coming out with the heavy hitters? Okay.
Oh, because I couldn't hold it. Like y'all may know from other episodes we've done. My favorite be kind of like my first jam because that's the first thing I think of when we decide on the topic, and I'm like, oh, well, I got to do this one. And so that's how it ends up first. That's just the first one I thought of, and that, my friends, is Notorious Thugs by Notorious B.I.G. Mr. Biggie Smalls, featuring Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Bro, if y'all knew how many times me and sister have went nuts over this song.
It takes the first second of this song. Literally. Like, I don't even think I mean the first 2 seconds. I mean the first second of this song. And I'm like, it's lit.
It's like I go somewhere else.
Don't
let us be together. We like,
listen, it turned all the way up.
All the way up.
So
immediately.
Notorious Thugs is from Biggie's second studio album, Life After Death, that we all know, from 1997. Now, it was produced by Sean Puffy Combs and Stevie J. Now, the song contains a sample of More Than Love by Ohio Players. And Biggie wanted to work with Bone Thugs and Harmony on this song, but they initially ignored him, gasp, due to his feud with Tupac. Like, bruh. Y'all just stay out of it and make the jams, okay? Like, don't worry about all that. Let's just see if we can make a jam, okay? So Biggie asked Fat Joe for help, which I don't know why Fat Joe. I guess I don't know. Fat Joe was doing a lot more than I thought he was doing back in the 90s. I was kind of young at the time when I didn't realize Fat Joe was popping. Like I didn't learn Fat Joe till like Lean Back, but anyway, Fat Joe was around. So
okay,
he
that's
asked,
cool.
he asked Fat Joe for help, and he ended up convincing Bone Thugs to, of the benefits of collaborating with Biggie, right? So their manager set it up, and Biggie studied their style before recording his verse at home.
Okay.
Then, according to Bone Thugs' manager, they completed their part in less than an hour and a half. Like, it'd be the time for me.
Like,
how do y'all do this? How do y'all... I mean, I know y'all rap fast, so it don't take a whole lot of time to lay them verses because y'all going at the speed of light.
But when it sounds so incredibly beautiful and amazing,
it comes out so good. Like, how do you get it to come out so good in such a short period of time? I don't know, but thank you.
I don't know. We don't know.
So one writer of the LA Times praised Biggie's performance on the song, and they said that he uses Bone Thugs and Harmony's rapid fire rhyme patterns so effectively that he could have become the group's sixth member. And I feel that. Like, Biggie definitely showed us another side of himself with his flow, I feel like, on this song.
Right, yeah.
Very different from like typical Biggie flow, right? And I love that. It's definitely giving like, I'm gonna match y'all energy. Like, how people be like, okay, I'm gonna give you whatever energy you give to me. Yeah, Biggie was like, I'm giving back whatever energy y'all bringing, and he did that. He really did that, and I love that. So I remember like a really, really stressful time in my life some years back. And when I tell y'all, this song taught me that the bass vibrating in the seat of your car will actually like heal you. It'll heal you. It'll heal your spirit. It'll heal your heart. It will heal you. It is therapeutic. It is cathartic. Is that the word I want to use? It is everything. Like, I probably blew my speakers in that car that I had.
You did with that one, yeah.
With this song, right here.
Bro.
But I sure as heck felt better. Like, it literally is something about the bass line in that song when your volume is up way too high and the way it's hitting in your back in the car. Do it. Next time y'all upset about something, you ride home from work that done ticked you off, turn this on and turn it up. You'll be all right. You will be all right.
Bro, remember we put this on at the cabin when we went to the cabin and turned it up. It's on that bag. That's all it takes. And you like,
that's all it takes. Hey, that's all it takes.
Bro, that song, for sure. I swear, that song is probably one of my favorite. It's probably my favorite rap song ever. I would have to think about that a little bit more though, but
definitely in the running.
It gives me chills. Like, the beat is almost a little bit too hard. I'm like,
it's like too hard. It's this. I made a playlist a long time ago. I made a playlist like 10. Wait a minute.
I'll be like,
not that Bone Thugs flow.
Yeah,
I made a playlist like 10 years ago, and I titled it "Beats Go Hard" because I was lame, and it was like 2013. Whatever. Beats go hard, and this was on there, okay? Because beats go hard. This beat go hard. I needed a playlist of beats that go hard for those times when I'm stressed and I need the bass to vibrate my chest. So that's where we're at.
It was almost a little bit too much. That song, almost a little bit too much.
But it's all good. We love it. Whew.
Girl,
all right.
I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to talk about my next jam.
You can. If you're ready.
Okay. So my second jam, sister, is Elevators, Me and You by Outkast. Me and you, your mama and your cousin too.
Why, that's the only part of that song I know. I ain't gonna lie.
Well,
I was like, I don't know any of these words.
So back in the day, something that I used to do, and I know I'm not by myself, like now I actually did not have Outkast album. I like this song, but I never got any of Outkast music. But what I used to do with my music is when I really liked a rap song, I would sit down and write down the lyrics, because that was back when I actually could hear what they were saying. I could hear the lyrics, and wow,
Mhm.
what a time. What a time to be alive.
What a time to be alive.
And I never did that with this one, so therefore I don't know the lyric, but I do know that part.
Yes.
So it's okay.
Hold on. Let's give my sister a second to fix her lighting. We'll be right back.
So you guys, there's the proof right there. The sun started coming through my blinds. Disrespectful. Just
The disrespect of
the
the summer
disrespect.
sun.
It's like,
Listen.
son, where's Missy? But anyway, you know, I never really knew all the words either, but I have always loved this song, so I'm going to talk about it.
Mhm.
So Elevators Me and You is a 1996 song by, of course, American hip hop duo Outkast, released as the first single from their second studio album, ATLiens. So
Mhm.
after the huge success of their debut album, Southern Playlistic Cadillac Music, they came back with their sophomore album and came out swinging with Elevators.
Yes.
And so Elevators became their highest charting single on the Billboard charts until their hit Miss Jackson went to number
Mhm.
one in 2000. So I'm like, yeah,
Yep.
Miss Jackson blew up. So, you know,
Definitely did.
I mean, across all people, all races, everything. So,
Mhm.
so it overtook Elevators. But this jam, Elevators, was written and produced by Outkast, and it debuted on Atlanta radio station WHTA in May of
Mhm.
'96 during the Freaknik Festival.
Hey.
So, which by the
Okay.
way, I never went to
Yeah.
Freaknik. Of course, I didn't.
I'm
Of
like, were
course,
you
I
an
didn't.
appropriate age at the
I
time?
definitely was not. But I feel like I remember those people that I knew that were my age going to Freaknik.
Mm.
So
Okay. Well,
now
you
it
know.
did start as a family-friendly festival. It began
Was it
that
called
way.
that? Because that don't even sound family friendly.
I don't know.
Or did
I
they
think I
change the name?
remember. I think I remember Freaknik starting as like it started as like this festival that like the college kids were supposed to be able to go to, like if they were still at home or something. Like they didn't go home for like during break or something, and it was like this thing for them. I feel like I watched the documentary on Hulu, but I can't remember it.
Yeah, it's okay.
Y'all don't make fun of me that I don't know everything about Freaknik. I wasn't into
You know
Freaknik.
everything about everything. It's all right.
Right. I'm like, I didn't go to Freaknik. But anyway.
But if you did, listener, we want to hear about it.
Right. Listener, if you went to Freaknik, it ain't no judgment over here. Just let us know your experience.
Just tell me what it was like.
Tell us your experience. But this, of course, you know, they were from Atlanta. It debuted on an Atlanta radio station during Freaknik. So it's also the first song that the duo created together for the album. And Andre 3000 had actually never produced a song ever prior to working on this one with Big Boy.
Wow.
I was like, oh, wow. Okay. That was interesting. Right. So, because he makes such fire, I'm like, oh, wow. But, you know,
definitely
every fire producer had to start somewhere.
Gotta have it first.
So, according to Big Boy, they refused to use samples on the album because he quoted, I feel like you cheat the listener when you use samples. If it's an old school jam, leave it to the old. We want to have our own school type of music. And I was like, y'all definitely did have your own school of music.
Yeah.
Outkast has like their own sound.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They built different.
Yeah. And for them to have never like produced before, they seem to have known
out
like,
with what they was doing. Yeah.
Yeah. Like they seem to have known how to curate like their own style, like their own sound. And I'm like, okay, I'm here for it.
I love that.
So in the song Elevators, Outkast is reflecting back on when having a rap career was still kind of just a pipe dream for them, and they're doing gigs and clubs in Atlanta, but they still not really making any money. And then fast forward to now, they're super successful after their debut album. And now people are kind of treating them differently. They acting like they was real cool when they was in school, but they're like, no, I don't remember you from school. and Andre's voice, I could just listen to it like
he's so doggone cool, ain't he?
I mean, it's like he has like he just oozes cool from day one.
Yes.
Like, nah, not
What's
really. I
cooler
don't feel
than
me from
being
school.
cool?
Nah, not
Ice
really.
cold.
Ice cold. All right.
Listen.
But anyway, and so Andre 3000 so eloquently lets folks know that, like, hey, yeah, I get it. I'm famous now or whatever. I got fans and stuff or whatever. But I got to keep y'all dancing or it's over for me too. So,
Yeah.
like, you're telling me you living paycheck to paycheck. Technically, I am too if y'all stop dancing. So,
Right.
we like neck to neck. Like you in that one part. I love it. I love that last verse. This song
Girl.
for me, it is about three things: the beat,
Mm-hmm.
the chorus. I mean, it's about the
Mhm.
chorus for everybody.
It's about the
It's
chorus
one
for
of those.
sure.
The chorus is so catchy, but then it's Andre's final verse for me. Like, it is just so hard. It's so
Yes.
hard. Like, this dude, he making silly faces and saying silly noises. Like, you remember me from school? No, not really. No, I don't remember you from school. I bet you got hoes now. You know how people just get weird once you blow up and you go back home. They just be like, I bet you got
Yes.
this. I bet you got that.
People work my
no.
nerves. People work my nerves. But I love it. I love it. Iconic early Outcasts. Got
Early
to
Outcast.
love
Wow.
it. Yes.
Mhm.
Here for it.
And my second
All
jam.
right.
Some in my eye.
Perfect. Uh-oh. Well, on to my second jam. I got 5 on it.
Ooh,
Yes, yes,
I got
yes.
5. Grab your
I
4.
got 5. Listen, I got 5 on it.
Grab your 4.
Luniz is who makes this jam. Now, I Got 5 on It is a mob music song, again by American rap duo Luniz, featuring R&B singer Michael Marshall, and it was released in May of 1995 by C Note, New Tribe, and Virgin as the lead single from the duo's debut album, Operation Stackola, in 1995. Now, in case y'all never heard the term mob music, like somebody I know, like me, I had never heard it. It is a subgenre within Bay Area rap. Okay. And it's marked by like ominous, bass heavy beats that are usually accompanied by haunting melodies and evocative samples that add to the genre's cinematic quality. Okay. That was a good description.
Very good.
And it is actually super accurate for this particular jam because, as y'all know, this original song and a suspenseful orchestrated remix version play a crucial role in Jordan Peele's 2019 horror film Us. And if you haven't listened to our episode 16, our favorite scary movie jams, definitely go back and check that out. We did cover the version of this song that was in the movie, the little remix. Fire.
We definitely
So, yes.
did. It's like insanely eerie. Yes.
Yeah. So this mob music vibe apparently is already built to be in a scary movie. Basically what I got from that description of
the
mob
fact
music.
that they picked up on that though, it's like the ear that these people have for me,
ominous and haunting. Yes, those words are correct. That is correct. So anyway, I Got 5 on It is a drug anthem about the consumption of that good old Mary Jane. And its title and the course referred to the practice of splitting the cost of said Mary Jane the purchase and claiming $5 worth of it. Okay, I got 5 on this purchase.
Grab your phone.
That's my sister's favorite part.
Yeah, okay? Grab your phone.
I got 5 on it. Listen,
grab your phone.
I'm dead. So the single was certified platinum, no surprise there, on October 31st, 1995. And this is really just a hood classic, y'all. Like, I feel like I don't know anyone that doesn't love this song and this infectious beat. Who don't love it when you hear it? You just have to love it. And I'm realizing that my favorite hip hop beats are like the simple but heavy ones like this. Like, it's not a lot to it. But it just hit hard and it go crazy in the car. Again, if it rattled my seat, I'm here for it.
If it rattles my speakers, if it rattles my seat,
if I can feel it in the seat, I'm for the beat. Okay.
You get on my nerves.
If I can feel the beat in my seat. I don't know. I don't got nothing else to
the
say.
beat.
It's the hip hop spirit. I'm finna start freestyling in a minute. If I drink the rest of this drink, I'm liable to start rapping, y'all. Don't stick around. Stay tuned.
Bars.
Yes.
Get back.
But this is my jam, as I'm sure it's all of y'all's jam as well.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. And that, my friends, is my second jam.
Man, I'm so hyped. I knew I was gonna be hyped during this episode because
the playlist. The playlist. Should have said that at the top of the episode. I forget that our YouTube new listeners may not really realize that the playlist is a very important part of this experience. Like,
yes,
we create a playlist of all 10 of these jams for your listening pleasure. So the playlist is on YouTube. It's on Spotify, Tidal, wherever else, Apple Music.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Correct.
Yes.
So yes.
So like listen to the jams before the episode, after the episode, whatever. Yep. Just listen.
As you listen to the episode in a different tab for your reference.
Right. Go on and pull that playlist up so you can make sure you know what we're talking about and enjoy.
Baby, yes. I knew I was gonna be hyped because when I was getting like our notes together, I was like, all of these go hard. I am gonna be too hyped for this episode. So
it's gonna be a little bit too litty.
And I'm a hype person anyway, so y'all are just gonna have to give me some grace.
Just deal with it. On to your third jam.
So my third jam, sister, is another one of our mutual faves.
Look, I'm already turned.
Like you are. She already ready to dance, y'all. And I haven't read what it is. And it is "You Can Do It" by Ice Cube. You can do it, put your back into it. And you know, they rap hard back then too.
Hey,
I can do it.
Listen, Ice Cube do everything hard, I feel like. It's just aggressive. Right?
You can do it.
Oh, man.
Girl, with his fine self too. But anyway, you know when somebody's single when they talk about how fine everybody is?
Basically, it's okay.
Yeah, but that's
but he was.
It's true. It's true. It's not like I'm lying.
Good dude, fine. Like unconventional, fine. Just look like he gonna fight for me.
Right? I like that. Yes, like I'm protected everywhere I go.
Finna fight? Like, okay.
I go. Like, stop being mad all the time. It's okay, baby.
That's all right.
He's so fine though. But anyway, You Can Do It is a 1999 song from American rapper Ice Cube. And it was released as a second single from the soundtrack to the comedy Next Friday. The song features Ice Cube's West Side Connection bandmate Mac 10, as well as rapper Miss Toy. That's the girl that's rapping real hard. I can do it. You can do it. That's her. So You Can Do It was later used as the lead single to Ice Cube's 6th studio album, War and Peace Volume 2. And it, of course, was even more famously included on the soundtrack to the movie Save the Last Dance. Now, I can't even think about Save the Last Dance without just bursting into laughter because I'm like, what's happening?
I barely remember this doggone movie.
Yes. The way we loved this movie, though, but we go back and look at it now, and then you're like, all of this dancing is awful. All of this is awful. Because like the dancing on this part, don't stop. You know,
oh my gosh.
He taught her to do. You know, whatever they was doing. I was like, all of this is terrible, but
throw the whole movie away.
But we were here for it when it was out.
I mean, it was a time. It was a time.
It was a time in our lives. Okay. The song became Ice Cube's most recent top 40 hit in the US and also the most recent highest charting single on the Billboard Hot Rap Singles for him. So in December 2004, the single was re-released in the UK and peaked at number 2 on the UK singles chart. And I thought that was odd that it was randomly re-released in the UK, you know, but of course that could be just due to my ignorance. Like I didn't really dig any deeper into that, but I'm like, okay, they just decided to re-release it in the UK.
But why?
For some reason, but okay.
Cool.
It went up to number 2. So, okay, come on, coin.
All right.
So, I mean, but You Can Do It is such a whole jam. Okay.
And
And it turns out it contains samples from many songs, including the I Dream of Jeannie. Now, I had to look up pretty much all of these because I was like, what? It contains samples from the I Dream of Jeannie theme song. Right. I was like, then I went and listened. I'm like, oh, there it go.
Oh, Mama had to go listen.
I Wanna Rock by Luke, which I still kind of don't hear that. Rapper's Delight by Sugar Hill Gang. That's the only one that was super obvious to me. And Planet Rock by Africa Bombata and Soul Sonic Force. Like I kind of hear that one too, but okay. The majority of those, like I said, I didn't catch, but I did look it up on the website who sampled. But I was like, okay, there they are. There some of them is, and I'm just trusting them on the others.
Gotta take y'all word for it. Probably so.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm sure it's there at that part, but okay, you know. But girl, the way this song used to get us hyped.
Definitely used to, first of all, for her to put it in
right, you're right, yeah. Yeah, like
not
present day, hype,
currently.
present day.
Currently gets us hype. I'm hyped right now in this moment.
True. Right now as we speak. True.
Yes, ma'am.
True.
Yes.
Very true, sister. Yes. And that's my third jam.
I love it. Well, on to my third jam. A hit. Ready or Not. A song by American hip hop group Fugees from their second studio album, The Score, released in 1996. Fire. Fire. So this song contains a sample of Boudica, a song by Irish singer Enya, released in 1987.
Okay.
And its chorus is based on Ready or Not, Here I Come, Can't Hide from Love by the Delphonics, which I think is also sampled in Missy's Sock It To Me. Yes, the Delphonics.
Oh, is it?
Missy sampled it. Yep. Oh, I don't think I know, actually, because I was like, Sock It To Me, and then I looked it up and it was like, yeah. So the Delphonics song was
looking up stuff, y'all like,
right? I got to make sure now. I got to make sure. But yes, this Boudica song by the Irish singer Enya, it's like the humming sounding part.
Oh yes, okay, yes, and I do remember that Enya song. Yep.
Yes. Yep. So, Enya actually considered suing the Fugees because they had sampled the song without her permission, apparently. Right. I'm like, I was very surprised by this.
Right. I'm like, we're just gonna use people's music.
Right. However, she reached an agreement with them in an out-of-court settlement after she realized that their music wasn't gangster rap.
Okay, that don't matter though. They still use.
I was like,
music though.
I'm like, so you would have been I felt many different ways about this statement.
What is the correlation?
I'm like, so it's okay if it was gangster rap, it would be a problem, but this is fine. I'm confused. So anyway, according to Wyclef, he said, luckily, when Enya heard everything, she was like, this is different. And she gave us a pass, which she didn't even need to. And I'm like, I mean, yeah, I'm glad y'all got away with it, I guess. But like, it's just
why
weird.
did you
it's
do
just a
it,
weird
though?
exchange. Why did you do it? I don't know. The situation was weird. And I guess it ended up being a learning experience for the Fugees because at the time they were somehow unaware of copyright clearance and they were like unfamiliar with publishing procedures somehow. I don't know. Early in their career, unknown, but like I don't know.
I mean, who was you working with?
Who dropped the ball here? Who didn't tell? I don't know. So,
I mean, that's your legal teams. I mean, I would think
somebody should have been saying this is an issue.
Right.
I mean, I feel like you just would know. Like,
yeah, right.
I think I know I can't just use somebody else's song.
You can't just use like, yeah, let me use that.
Yeah. Like, no. Anyway.
But
so the jam's still a jam. We're going to let it live, I guess.
Yeah.
But this jam, and particularly Lauryn Hill's verse in the jam, has been noted as a precursor for like modern melodic rap from like singing rappers like Drake and Young Thug and whatnot. So it addressed misogyny in the male-dominated hip-hop scene, and it took aim at gangster rappers at the height of gangster rap, which is pretty bold, I'd say, to take aim at them right in this golden era of rap. But it really carved out a lane for the Fugees and alternative hip hop, which a good lane it was. And
Yes.
I'm here
I
for it.
definitely got this while I was on the college tour.
I love that. And I love this jam for the vibes. Like we've talked about how much we love like a little R&B vibe with a little hip hop vibe, a combo type
Mhm.
deal. And this is that. This is a good example of that. I just love it. Little singing, little
Definitely.
rapping. Chef's kiss.
We are always here for
Chef's
that.
kiss.
We are always here for that.
Always. Yes, ma'am.
Excellent choice,
That's my third
sister.
jam. Thank you. On to your third or fourth. We're just gonna keep going to three. Back to your third
On to your
again.
third. Back to your third.
I mean fourth.
So it's on to my fourth jam. Let me go on and get into it, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Toss it up.
Mm.
Let me see you toss it up. Hey, by Tupac. Featuring Aaron
Tupac?
Hall. Danny Hall. Danny Hall. No.
Aaron Hall, Danny Hall, Tupac Hall.
Aaron Hall, Danny Hall, K Hall. No.
One more time.
One more time. Tupac featuring Aaron Hall, Danny Boy, KC, and JoJo. Yay!
We got it. She did it.
She did it. She did it. So Toss It Up is a 1996 song by late rapper, songwriter, actor, everything. Mr. Tupac Shakur. From his fifth studio album, The Don Illuminati, The 7-Day Theory. So this album was released under his stage name, Machiavelli. And it was his last album released with his creative input since this album came out about 2 months after his death.
Okay.
So Toss It Up did very well in the UK, charting in the top 10 on their singles charts. And it performed fairly well here in the States too, peaking in about the top 40 of the R&B singles charts, actually. So this was by far, for me, one of my favorite tracks from the album because, like you mentioned in your last jam, I do love a good hip hop R&B mix. Now, I did love hip hop back then. Like back then, I really did enjoy hip hop, but I'm an R&B girly to my core. And so the fact that this not only had Tupac in it, because I was a very huge Tupac fan, but it also featured Aaron Hall, Danny Boy, KC, and JoJo. That was like the icing on the cake.
KC and JoJo and Nate Bryan.
Right. KC and JoJo and Aaron Hall. So it was like, it was a little bit too much. And they sounded so good together to me. Like it gave this sexy R&B flavor to this hip hop jam,
Yeah.
At least at the beginning of the song, it does. So the first half of the song, Toss It Up, it starts out sexy. Like it starts out as this sexy track, and Tupac is rapping about his skills in the bedroom, And I was like, but and so the R&B crooners, like they backing him up, while he talking about how he do a thing, whatever. And so it's referencing how you toss it up in the bedroom.
Okay.
But then the second half of the song, Tupac is dissing Dr. Dre. He's dissing Notorious Big, Lil Kim, Puffy. As of course, at that time, this whole Death Row Bad Boy feud was like raging at that time. And so what I did not know was that the original version of this song was done over the track to No Diggity. So somehow that got back to Blackstreet. They issued a cease and desist order, like, nah, don't put this out. And so Tupac and his production team, they had to make a different version of the song, which is the one that we know now.
Okay.
Now, which is fire. The one that we know now is very fire. Although he did start going off at the end. I was like, whoa, the trajectory of the song just really changed.
Took a left turn.
It just went this way. It was like, girl, I'm loving you. I'm pushing my love inside, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh. And then like, F you, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh,
okay.
It's not about me anymore. Okay. It's not about me anymore.
Are we still talking about us?
Are we still talking? Are we still in the bedroom or no? But no. He was not by the end of the song. And so, that was that. But it was still fire. Again, for me, it was that mix of the hip hop and R&B. The video for the song, which I don't quite remember too much, like I do remember it. It was like Tupac in his garage doing something. I can't remember, but the video was shot the day before his murder.
Oh,
right, which is so eerie to me. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. The whole thing is eerie, and so it just gives the song this eerie vibe to me, knowing that it was just drama at that time. But this was a whole jam.
A definite jam. I don't like that the day before.
Yeah, girl. I don't like that.
Kind of gives you the creeps.
Yeah, it's like he was going off doing this video and then.
Yeah, and then that was the end of that. Oh man.
But this was a jam.
I'm like, but a jam, nonetheless.
Yes, nonetheless, it was fire. He gave us this fire.
Thank you. Love it, love it, love it. On to my fourth jam, y'all. I was gonna say we're moving right along, but I don't know. We might be a little long on time. Let's keep the show rolling. My next jam is "Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Could See." Busta Rhymes, bringing us the energy we know and love him for. Okay.
Period.
"Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Could See" was released as the lead single from his second studio album, When Disaster Strikes, on August 12th, 1997, by Flip Mode Entertainment and Elektra Records. Now, the song was written by Busta and its main producers, Shamello and Buddha. The song was co-produced by Epitome and contains additional vocals by Fabulous Fabs. I am not familiar with
Fabulous Fabs.
Like, who Fabulous not to be confused with Fabulous.
L-O-U-S. Fabulous.
Different Fabulous. But I don't know this Fabulous. But apparently he was Busta Rhymes' road manager at the time. Cool, Fabulous Fabs.
Okay.
Right on. Now, during a studio session with Diddy, Q-Tip, and
Diddy
Fat Joe,
everywhere.
Again, I'm like, this was Diddy's time. I'm trying to say Diddy that many times in this episode.
It was. Y'all got to remember, like,
avoid Diddy at this time.
During this time, Diddy was everywhere, but
yeah, definitely everywhere. And then we have another mention of Fat Joe too, and I'm just like, Fat Joe again.
Fat Joe, okay, all right. I mean, we learning too.
So it's a studio session with Diddy, Q-Tip, and Fat Joe, and Busta Rhymes plays this beat for them. Now, Diddy and Q-Tip advised him to apparently stop screaming on tracks and just be cool and use his regular voice instead.
Okay.
So after he finished the song, they went crazy over it. And they like, this is an incredible reinvention and it's just amazing. And so with the positive feedback, Busta decided to stick with this calmer delivery, even though the song was like the last thing he expected it to turn out to be. But cool. And
it was so fire. Like,
it was still energy. Like, I feel like Busta still comes with a lot of energy. Like, I mean, he don't be screaming, I guess. And I was trying to remember like what songs was before this when he was like really screaming. I didn't take enough time to think about it, but
yeah, I still got that too. You're right. I still got that too, for real.
But,
or maybe I don't know. Maybe we thinking about the video. I don't know.
It's all good. I mean, I feel like it's whatever it is energy that we enjoy. Whether he's screaming or he in his regular voice, it's still Busta energy.
Is. Period.
And I love it. Yes. Now get this, y'all. I thought this was crazy. So Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Could See earned Busta his second nomination for Best Rap Solo Performance at the 40th Grammy Awards. But the award went to Men in Black by Will Smith. Like, okay, I guess. Right. I'm like, I don't know. But it gets worse or something. It gets crazier. So the video for Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Could See earned 4 nominations, including Best Male Video and Best Rap Video at the 1998 MTV VMAs. Now, it lost both to Will Smith again, respectively, for Just the Two of Us and Getting Jiggy with It. Bruh. I would be really mad if freaking Will Smith beat me that many times. I think at this point we need to demand a recount. Like, is it too late for us to take a second look? Because, like, Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Could See was certainly
Put Your Hands Where
fire.
My Eyes Could See was like.
And I'm not saying that Men in Black was bad. I'm not saying Just the Two of Us was bad. I'm not saying Getting Jiggy with It was bad. Getting Jiggy with It was kind of bad. I don't know. But like, dang, Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Could See should have got something.
I mean, and the video, I mean, come on.
Yes.
The
Like,
video
what?
music award, the video for Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Could See was insane.
Yeah. I'm about to write a
Busta's
strongly
video
worded
was
letter.
always insane.
Always fire. Like, what? Like Getting Jiggy with It video? What was he doing?
Getting Jiggy with It?
That's the dance I kept on doing last week. Well, that's where I got that from. Whatever dance I couldn't get out of my spirit last week, I'm Getting Jiggy with It dance. That won the award.
You are on punishment. You're on timeout.
I'm just
that was
saying.
not the Getting Jiggy with It dance.
You kept doing something like it. I was doing something like that. I was getting jiggy with something. Anyway, that is my 4th jam. Yes. Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Could See.
Straight but wild in the beat to be.
Hey.
You know how Bust would be doing.
Yeah, a whole bunch of movement. Just a lot of movement. I know that boy had to be sweating. That's a whole cardio.
I mean, a whole
a whole aerobics class in the music video. It did. Love it. Well, that's my 4th jam.
And just so y'all know, I am not drunk. I did get some feedback last week. Like, you girl, you was
wait a minute.
Like, I'm not. I'm just hyped.
If y'all find out y'all judging us,
y'all better not be judging us.
Well, I'm about to be dear friend. Y'all see, my glass was. What'd say?
No, it was from a dear friend. So I love him and appreciate him. But I am not drunk. I'm just hyped. If you listen to our audio, our past episodes, you guys, we are equally lit.
Yeah. Y'all can see the cocktails now. So like,
right.
Now you think it's the drink. But no, I'm just always crazy. Well, my glass was empty a minute ago, but now it's magically refilled. So
those that know us in real life, they know we are always this crazy. And like, it don't take drinks for us to be this crazy. Like, especially when we together. So
this is true.
Just so you guys,
but the drinks do help.
Yeah, they. So we're on my 5th jam, sister.
We are. Let's go.
My 5th jam, Buddha Lovers by Bone Thugs and Harmony. So Buddha Lovers by American rap group Bone Thugs and Harmony is a deep cut from their 1995 second studio album, E1999 Eternal.
Okay.
So the way we were here for Bone Thugs and Harmony, like, they're not talked about enough for me.
They've appeared twice on this episode. That should tell y'all something.
And they would appear more times, but it was out of the date range for this episode. I was like, let's talk about this. Oh, it was too early. But anyway. So in this track, we see Bone with their follow-up album to their debut EP, their extended play, Creeping on the Come Up, which was hugely successful, right? Like, it went on to become platinum 4 times over.
Okay. An EP?
Yeah.
I feel like, is that typical for an EP?
I don't know.
I don't either. Let's not get into it.
Yeah, like that.
I'm like, I don't know. Let me not open this can of worms. We don't know what we're talking about, but it's
right. I mean, but it was definitely fire. And like, it was also selected as one of the Source, remember the Source magazine?
Yes.
100 best rap albums. And so then E1999 Eternal was released in 1995. And this album also blew up, selling over 300,000 copies in its first week going on to become their highest selling album with over 4 million copies sold.
Wow.
And that was thanks to hit singles like First of the Month. It's the first of the month with the and the fact that we still sing this today.
Because what?
I mean,
Forever a jam.
right. And also the singles East 1999 and The Crossroads.
So you won't be lonely.
So you won't be lonely. Boy.
Okay.
We love Bone in our house. Like even mom loved
Even
Bone.
mom
Like,
was here for it. Okay, boy, that's how you know.
Yes, like mom
Hip hop
would.
had something going for it.
Period. Okay, so there has to be a difference, right? Because the way mom used to take my Tupac CDs and my Bone Thugs and Harmony CDs and my Discman and go downstairs and listen to them.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, so all of these songs were in heavy rotation in our house, is the point.
Yes.
So then there's Buddha Lovers, which stayed in my ears with my Discman headphones. Okay. So Buddha Lovers is this slow rap ballad where the group is singing / rapping, as they so beautifully do.
Like,
no
as
one
they
does
do.
this the way Bone does, period.
No.
Fight me. So it's a love song to their beloved weed, aka the Buddha. Okay.
Uh-huh.
The song samples Choosy Lover by the Isley Brothers.
A jam.
And a jam. Okay. And Right and a Wrong Way by Keith Sweat, also a jam.
Okay.
And Bone is basically singing, rapping about the joy and the love of the high from smoking the Buddha.
I mean, I love that.
I mean, I'm here for it.
I'm
here
close
for
to
it.
making a love song about this Cosmo I'm drinking in a minute. All right, so I can see where they went.
Close to me, Cosmo.
Cosmo, baby.
But anyway, like the song is come on, let me get to this last beat. We almost good on time.
All right, friend, it's me this week that's tipsy. It's fine.
Okay. It's all right. It's okay. Because we bring y'all our natural energy times.
Yes.
The song is so hilarious though, but it's vibey. Like when you listen to it, it is vibes. Because you know how we feel about Bone and how melodic and beautiful they sound when they're singing and rapping. So hearing them sing about how they can let their high go, so smoking that hydro, won't let him at high go. Reaper really makes me happy. I'm like, right.
I feel y'all.
Hydro. It just can't let him at high go.
Like the song sound like it's supposed to be serious and it's not.
And it's not. So
they play all day.
They are singing so seriously about the weed. It's so hilarious, but it's vibey.
Yes.
For me, the song does not get mentioned enough in Bone Thugs and Harmony conversations.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they talk about the first of the month. They talk about Thuggish Ruggish, but which
is
the Thuggish Ruggish. It's the Thuggish Ruggish. All rightfully so, because we love Bone over here. But let's also talk about Buddha Lovers.
Yep, I think you're right. I love that.
My fifth and final jam, sister.
Woo! All right. Well, on to my fifth and final, and I'm gonna keep it short and sweet, y'all. I have All in My Grill, Missy Elliott. Why you all in my grill? Yes. And you pay my bill. A jam.
Woo!
So,
yeah, okay.
This is the second single from Missy's 1999 album, The Real World, produced, of course, by Timbaland.
Timbaland,
of course. The song featured Big Boy of Outkast, of course, and vocal
Mm.
ad-libs from her former protege, Nicole Ray.
Mhm.
Yes. I
Mm.
didn't
I
realize Big Bro was
love
on
me,
here. Y'all got to cut me some slack. But what you say?
and I love me some Nicole Ray. I swear. Remember she had
Yes.
that song "Make It Hot." I got what you want,
Oh, yeah.
got what you need.
Hey.
Can I get
Can I
another
get
shot?
another shot? Hey, that is a jam.
This
Woo.
time I'ma make it.
Yeah.
Girl, that is okay. Go on, go on, go on, go on.
Love it. Okay, here I go.
Okay.
So, in European markets, another version of All in My Grill, featuring a French rapper, MC
Mm.
Solar, not sure, was
Mm.
released, adding French rap lyrics. So, this bilingual English French version became a charting hit in Belgium, France, the Netherlands, Germany, and Sweden, apparently. Never heard it. But it did appear as a
Wow.
bonus track on the album The Real World as an alternative to the main version. So interesting. Have you heard it with this French on there?
No, I
I'm gonna have to
absolutely
try
have
to go
not.
find it. Nope,
Mm.
have not heard that.
No explain, can't explain. Same old thing, same old game. Girl,
Yes, exactly.
this
A jam.
episode is putting me in my feelings because
Yeah,
Missy Elliott.
it's the nostalgia for
It's the
me.
nostalgia. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
here for anything 90s. I love it.
Anything 90s, bro. So
Love
we'll
it,
be
love it, love it.
so just keep an eye out our next episode or our next somewhere down the line. We're gonna be doing some 90s because the 90s was
Yes,
special.
indeed, indeed. Well, that's my fifth and final jam, and we're rounding about an hour. So I think, without further ado, are we ready to get into random
Random
music?
music crap.
It's
Yay!
time.
It's my turn. I'm on the
Yes,
hot seat, aren't I?
you're on the hot seat, and I got a hard one. So y'all just go on and cut my sister some slack, cause she ain't gonna get this. I
No.
already know. I'm
Why
sorry.
you give me something you know I'm not gonna get?
Well, it was more for the
Mm.
people to have fun, and maybe they'll get it. I don't know. So let's see.
Mm.
Okay. So for today's random music crap, I got some current music trivia for you. So that's why I know you ain't gonna
Hell
get it.
no.
I
Hell.
already know.
Well, all right.
But
We'll
you
see
can
y'all
just try.
next week.
You listen, just you could throw out one guess and then just go. We'll just kill it
Okay.
after that. Okay. So born on this day, July 4th, 1995, this rapper, singer, songwriter, and producer is celebrating his 30th birthday today. His debut his debut album, Stoney, released December of 2016, broke Michael Jackson's 34-year-old record for most weeks on the Billboard's top R&B and hip hop albums chart after reaching its 77th week compared to the 76 weeks that Thriller spent on that chart. Who is this artist?
They turned 30 today.
Yeah.
And it was a rapper. Who? A rapper.
Rapper slash singer slash songwriter slash producer. He turned 30 today.
I was gonna say
His-
Drake, but Drake not that young.
Mm-mm. His debut album was released December 2016. That album was called
2016.
that album was
No.
called
The answer is
Stoney.
no. The artist is no.
No, his name is not No. Do you have any
Okay.
other guesses?
Who is a rapper? No.
That's all right. Well, if my sister has given up,
I
I
had-
honestly knew none of these things about this person. I've heard this guy's name. I know nothing about him. Give
Baby
up?
something. Baby something.
No.
Okay. No.
All right. The answer is Post Malone.
Okay. I
Just thought it was cool. I thought
Happy
the record breaking was cool. He broke Michael Jackson's record, which is insane.
How
77 weeks on the chart, longer than Thriller?
Yeah.
Like how?
How
What?
that
I
happened?
don't know.
I don't know. But congratulations. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
All
Post Malone.
this
I think
stuff,
people like
Post
Post
Malone.
Malone. So, happy birthday.
Yeah. All right. Post Malone. All right.
right.
All
Anything
right.
else today, sister? She can give me a hard one next week since I did that to her.
No, that's all right. I mean, and it is an interesting one. I see why you picked it, but like once you said recent, I was like, nope, not gonna
that's
happen.
dead.
But it's for the peoples. It's for the
Yeah,
peoples.
it's for the peoples.
But I don't have anything else, sister. I think I'm good.
All right. Well, y'all, it's been a pleasure. I hope y'all enjoyed this look back into the late 90s hip hop scene. Let us know what your favorite late 90s hip hop jams are. Put it in the comments wherever you are listening and or watching us. And we look forward to talking to you next week. Bye. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of My Sister's Jam podcast. Please remember to rate and review the show. Follow us on social media at My Sister's Jam on Facebook and Instagram. And if you have questions or feedback, you can always email us at mysistersjam@gmail.com. And shout out to Matt Monroe Music for our original intro music. Thanks. See you next week. Bye.